what is Apple launching next week? This is kind of, I mean, I love Apple products. I've been using them forever. I used to wait in line at like 4:35 a.m. when new iPhones would be released. This was so long ago. I don't do that anymore, but I did that for at least several iPhone launches. So I always get excited about Apple products when they come out. So let's see what kind of stuff Apple has coming out or rumored to be coming out on the next event, which is March 4th. So the iPhone 17e, I definitely like the idea of a more simple or lower cost iPhone 17. It says the iPhone 17e will replace the iPhone 16e in Apple's lineup and expected to start at the same $599 price. A19 chip center stage, front camera, MagSafe support. Yeah, of course. C1X and M1 wireless chips, and maybe a dynamic island instead of a notch. That's cool. I mean, I wonder how the who actually bought the iPhone Air and how does that compare to like a lower cost iPhone 17? Because they just recently announced the iPhone Air. To me, that's kind of a similar product, or I would assume it would be. That's cool. New iPads coming out, maybe. An A18 based iPad and iPad Air with M4 chip is rumored to be coming out or announced next week. Basic design of both iPads is expected to stay the same as their predecessors, as these will be mostly spec bump updates. That's great. iPads are so handy. Really like the iPad Pros. Love that screen. Let's take a look at the new MacBook being rumored to come out. So Apple discontinued its base model MacBook a few years ago. I actually didn't know that. There's a revival expected next week. If it comes out with these colors, I think that's really cool. And I know the iMac was announced not too long ago with different colors. I think that's just kind of gives it a fun flavor. I think that makes sense for a lower cost MacBook. So the rumors for the MacBook is going to be 12.9 inch display, A18 Pro chip, 8 gigs of RAM, fun color options, and roughly $699 in price. For me, I mean, the stuff that I use, I need more RAM. But if they can upgrade the RAM a little bit and keep the cool colors, I think that'd be a really cool device. Especially if it starts at $699, that's pretty cool. We'll see when they announce it. MacBook Pro and the M5 Pro, M5 Max. I think I was kind of surprised they only announced the 14-inch MacBook Pro lately, but I guess they were just waiting to be able to bump up the 16-inch. So it says the M5 MacBook Pro launched several months ago in October, but only 14-inch model, right? And the base M5 chip, so it makes sense they would have a better chip too. So, rumored no design changes are coming, as those are being reserved for the revamped M6 model later this year. That'll be interesting. I wonder what they're going to do eventually with the design of the MacBook Pro. I think it looks great already. I'm sure you can always make it better though. And they say new MacBook Pros will no doubt offer impressive performance, of course. The whole AI thing, it says it's best laptops for AI tasks. I don't know anyone personally who's using AI services or whatever on the computer itself. Have not seen that yet. Other than third-party stuff. So we'll see. That'll be interesting. Other products that might launch. Studio Display. I think that makes a lot of sense. M5 MacBook Air. That'd be interesting. And a Mac Studio. Yeah, I think definitely the Mac Studio and the Studio Display need a good update. It's been years since they announced the display. It's a really good looking display. I've seen it in person. Never used it though. So the M5 MacBook Air is most likely of the bunch. Apple debuted M4 model around this year, and inventory of the MacBook Air seems to be scaled back. Usually that means something else is coming out soon, as far as I know. I'm really curious what they would do with the new M5 or the Studio Display. How different it will be. If they could make it a more simple, just high-end looks great obviously, but I don't need a display to have a computer in it itself. If Apple could just make a really nice display that's just a display and doesn't have all the extra features like the OS inside of it, or the webcam and all that stuff. Just make a really good display that kind of matches the look of your studio, Mac Studio or MacBook Pro, whatever. I think that'd be a great idea. So they're expected to feature 120 Hz ProMotion display, HDR support, and A19 chip. Yeah, I mean, once I noticed what the difference was between 120 Hz and a 60 Hz display, it's really nice to look at. So I would hope that that's in there. I'm sure it is. And then rumors about the rest there. It's kind of cool. So we'll see. I really do like most Apple products. I think they're just a lot of fun to use, especially for I've used it for music production and photo editing, video editing, all that stuff. So I think I'm most excited for these. These would be really cool to look at if they come in different colors. If it's like portable, works well, and kind of looks good, MacBooks are awesome. So we'll see. Can't wait to see the event next week.